Boom. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to another episode of Stamp. Today, we chopping it up for another episode of CNN's, aka Capone and Norega. We discussing the album The Reunion. The album The Reunion came out in 2000. So new decade, new millennium, you know what I'm saying?
My bad. Can I take it?
Huh?
What? Oh, that's a I thought it was your finger, eh?
What?
You had
the mic?
No, you had
You got
paper towel and then you had
Yeah.
dang, I thought that was your finger. I said, yo.
You thought I was leaking blood?
Yeah, I was like, fuck the show, nigga.
My bad. Yeah, my fault.
Too gangster.
You thought I took my whole pinky off.
Oh, I was
What's worse for my boy?
Let me show him the power, man.
I wasn't even worried about I was worried about you.
You don't know what they get. Like, what happened?
Yeah, my bad, right?
Run that
Bloopers, nigga, yeah. Alright. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to another episode of Stamp. On this episode of Stamp, we discussing CNN, aka Capone and Norega. The album we discussing today is The Reunion. The Queens native was it Far Rockaway? That's not he got from Far Rock, Left Rack. So Nori's from Left Rack. I believe Capone is from Queens. The album came out in 2000, new decade, new millennium. So like I said, we here to discuss The Reunion. 19 songs in the project. The album that it released on was Tommy Boy Records. Notable album on a notable label, from the 90s for sure. And ironically, the album was recorded at the legendary, the infamous, the Hit Factory. I think anybody in hip hop that definitely grew up on hip hop, 90s hip hop, knew about the Hit Factory. On the Reunion album, you got a couple notable songs, a couple notable videos, but 3 of the notable songs off the album is Phone Time, and you got Bang Bang featuring Foxy Brown, and the last one is All We Got Is Us. So once again, on this episode, we discussing Capone and Norega album, The Reunion. So, Ant, you was the one that chose this album. So, what made you choose The Reunion?
Just one of those timeless albums. Shit that we grew up on.
Yeah.
Classic. I figure we keep it in that era of the mob. You know what I'm saying? CNN, Capone and Norega. Shit like that. Nas. They kind of was all in the same era of music at that time of growing up.
So for you, Sean, when you listen to, for one, are you a fan of CNN, Capone and Norega, or is like a...
Yo, that's a tough one. If I'm being completely honest, they got joints that I love, but I can't say I'm full on out fan of CNN because I'm not a fan of Nori.
Oh, okay. I'm not a fan of Capone.
I'm not a fan of Capone.
Capone, but I'm not really...
I think Capone shines more than Nori.
Yeah,
That's a total backwards thought.
Yeah.
From
this
what
album particularly,
on this
I
album?
think he shines more than Nori.
I could see that on this album, probably, yeah.
That's kind of a little awkward to say because he was the least involved in this album because he was in jail.
Was it
this
one or the first one? Because he was in and out of jail.
Because he was home for this one, then went right back in after the release. So it's kind of like he didn't even have time to really do too much promoting. He had all this legal trouble going on. It was kind of hard for him to be 110% involved in this album. I just feel like Nori always shined when it came to CNN. I felt like it was always Nori.
Yeah. But I think like you were saying, like, probably with the first album, like Capone had a lot of legal issues and shit. So he was in and out of being up north and shit. So Nori had no choice but to, I guess, take that burden on himself to carry the group in a sense. So granted, I fuck with Nori. Capone, I never was really too much of a fan.
Growing up, you weren't a fan of Nori, period? Or are you talking to Noriega?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because now I'm not a big fan of Nori. Like,
Noriega, Capone and Noriega as the group, or Noriega, like you say, in general?
Yo, I want to keep tally, right? This is another artist from New York that Chic is better than.
Wait.
Lyrically,
that
right?
Chic is better than?
This is 2
You're
artists.
comparing Nori and Chic, or Capone and Chic?
Yeah.
Both.
Nah, I don't feel that way. I don't feel like Nori.
I think.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
disagree.
I think. Why you? I'm gonna let you think on that. But I think because a quick thought. I think from Nori, with his first album, probably the first Capone and Norega album, and probably Nori first album. I think that was Nori was the hottest, one of the hottest niggas in New York. Period.
That's a
Rap.
fact.
Period. So maybe after that, she could always, like you said, from the last episode we spoke on. Check that episode out. Yeah, she definitely has been a stellar MC, whatever. But I don't think like the level of the rocker, I guess, he never even got to where Nori was at.
That's
Yeah.
100%.
So not that, but that still don't mean like what you're saying is it's argumentative. You feel me? Like it's definitely
Yeah, I ain't
lyrically.
I ain't gonna take nothing away
Because would
from
you say
Sheik.
Nori a
Sheik hard.
lyricist? Is Nori a lyricist?
No.
That's my problem.
No.
I mean, yo, and
Or he just say shit like some grimy hood shit
It's just
that
like
is
gangster rapper.
gangster shit that we could read. If you come from that lifestyle or like that type of music, you can be like, yeah, this shit hard.
I felt like if Sheik had a better body of work when it came in that era, you had to be somewhat of a top tier rapper to get the success that Nori got. So for Sheik to not make it to that plateau, I feel like that automatically tells you what kind of level rapper they were. You know what I mean? Like Nori was an elite rapper at that time.
I think from 90, what 90?
Elite, but I'm not talking lyrically. I'm just talking in the whole. When it comes to rap music, gangster rap music at that time, I mean, you only had about a handful of them.
nah, for sure.
So let's go from, I think the first album, the CNN or Capone and Noriega first album came out in 97, I believe. So from 97 to 2000 when the reunion came out, let's go off of that. The Locks in 97 to 2000, going off of, because she can't put out no solo album back then, right? Nori did. So basically, we want to know, since Ant asks, are you not a fan of Capone and Noriega as a group in general? That's one question. Then two, you just not a fan of Nori, period. Because you compared it to you saying Sheik is a better MC than Nori. So for those, let's go over those 3 years. Like, so you just going off of Sheik might have had one verse on each song. So them one verse is top Nori's
Exactly.
2 hours,
Body of work.
technically 2 to 3 hours in that
so I'm
time
not
frame.
going off of I'm not going off of who was hotter, no
Yeah.
accolades, X, Y, and
Bar
Z.
for bar.
I'm just going for bar for
Okay.
bar. As this show progresses, I want to just keep a tally on who I think
It's better than
Sheik is
Sheik is better than.
as far as New York rappers. And
We gonna come up with that segment. Who's
Capone,
Sheik better
I can
than?
see where you coming from.
I think
Nori?
both of them. Yo, we talk if we taking away, if we stripping down all the accolades and X, Y, and Z, we just talk about bars.
Yeah.
Nori one of the most weakest, I ain't gonna say trash, one of the weakest rappers. He was like down south rap before he was New York down south rap.
I think Nori got into that bag eventually, but I'm like, what's it?
Yeah, I
Band
think
for
the first
TV.
2,
Band for
3
TV, he
albums-
wasn't talking like that. You know what I'm saying? Band for TV, Nori was probably one of his best records at that specific time. Was you consider Band for TV Nori verse trash?
Yeah, cause that was
Then I was,
I'm only thinking about everybody else that's on that track, apart from Nori.
but it was who you had? Big Pun, you had fucking
You had a
Jada
bunch of
Styles,
groups.
you had
a lot of groups
Cam
of
was on
gangster
that.
rappers
Cam was
back
on
then. But to me, they were all in that same boat of New York gangster rap. And Nori was a part of that. You know what I mean? He might have not been top tier lyrical rapper of all time, but he definitely played his part in.
He did.
You know what I'm saying?
I seen it. I was doing my research earlier. I had seen a clip. It was saying that at that time, supposedly people was comparing Capone and Noriega as far as saying that was a watered down version or a bootleg version of Mobb Deep. They were saying kind of like lyrically, not saying they bar for bar the same, but kind of the style of it, how they rap and kind of look. Nori was Prodigy and fucking Capone was Havoc. Obviously being from the boat from the same area, but like niggas is like 2-man group, kind of a watered down version. Not watered down. I would just say like the B-side version of them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see where people would think
You know what I'm
something
saying?
like that.
Did y'all know that Big was supposedly trying to sign Capone prior to them even releasing their first album?
See,
So that means Capone had to have some type of top tier lyrical.
To your
something.
point,
Capone to me was better than Nori. I prefer to listen to Capone than any other one.
You
But
can't get with that, dog.
What about say on top of that? Lost my train of thought, to be honest with you.
nah, man. I was once again doing research for this episode, man. I was watching the clip and Nori was saying before they dropped the Raw Report, him and him and Capone ran into Big. Basically asked both of them to spit. Nori kind of was respectfully starstruck being spit. Capone, I guess, said a fire verse to the point that Big pulled him in the V, chopped it up with him, and was basically like, yo, get down with the squads. And
my bad.
Technically,
That's what
no.
I'm really trying to say is that Capone to me was better than anybody in Junior Mafia, so why not? He snatched home. Caesar's better than Capone. Kim was better than Capone.
Wasn't Big writing for C's? So C's was better than.
Capone.
If Big was writing with the
when we saying better, what we saying better? You like lyrically or
delivery.
more success?
Yo, what kind of?
Let's go.
Yo, where are you judging this from? What body of work did Capone put out that got you like, damn, he is top tier?
I'm not going for body of work though. I'm only going off the ear test. He just sonically sounds better than me.
All right, I got one for you,
Nori.
bro, because we gonna keep tallying this too. Last episode, when niggas was saying Jay was probably what you know, with Big was big. All right, for the debate, basically saying Jay-Z can never top Big. Big is the best. You said Jay got obviously more albums to display his greatness as far as lyrically.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess to you saying Capone basically is better than Nori in a sense. But I think on maybe the first album, I believe Capone was locked up during that time, some of the albums. So Nori had to finish that again. So my point of saying that is if Big passed and he had maybe one super great album and Jay got 10, let's say 10 great albums, Capone only got probably 7 songs maybe on the first album. Of course, on this one he was rapping, but this is, in my opinion, not the greatest display of Capone's lyricism on this album, you know what I'm saying, the reunion. So how does that differentiate with Jay and Big, and then you feeling like, I guess Capone is better than Nori? Is it a personal, like, I just don't fuck with Nori style of rapping, or is it just you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to really understand, like, Capone don't really have a lot of catalog, like,
I'm probably saying
personal catalog.
Catalog not there for you to like really compare.
100%. I'm probably saying both of them weak. One weaker than the other.
Yeah,
this is the most politest way to say. This is the politest way to say
they trash.
You know what I want to say? Respectfully.
Yo, man. So to start with the conversation with the album, once again, we here for CNN, Capone and Norega. We talking on the second album they delivered, which was The Reunion. Once again, it was released in 2000, the year 2000. Way back 26 years ago, man. Where was you at 26 years ago? Was you alive? If you was alive, what was you doing? How was you feeling? What was the 2000s when it first hit? You know what I'm saying? But one of the notable records and a good video, I remember watching the video when it first came out, man, was Phone Time. And I'm trying to figure out, is this the first record, like, and y'all let me know in the comments, and this is a question for y'all, was this the first record, I can't think of no other prior to, that it was the concept of an artist or somebody talking to somebody on a jail call? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was really on the back and forth.
No concept.
Yeah, but was this the first of that? Because I don't remember nothing prior to that. Like, Capone was locked up and Nori was outside going back and forth, bar for bar, verse for verse. I can't think of no record before that did that. And it was, like you said, a dope concept.
Yeah, I think that's probably my first time hearing something like that.
And then I don't know if it was.
I think for our era, that was probably like that first little bit of, you know what I mean?
And it made it like kind of, not saying nostalgic.
I never liked that jail call, the rap though. I mean, it worked. It worked for this. I didn't even, me being young, it worked. Right, that shit was dope to me at the time. But as far as when it continued on the music and and motherfuckers was running with that when they got locked up.
Yeah.
Or they had dropped something from behind the wall. I never liked it. I never liked it because obviously the quality not there.
Yeah.
I just feel like they just saying anything to get they
No.
little buzz across. It just I never really gravitated towards that rapping over the phone from jail shit.
This Capone jump was over the phone?
I don't think so.
No, it was not. Go ahead.
They did skits and whatnot, but I don't think this album had.
No, but this song specifically, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, because I know Capone did get locked up around this time, so that was my thing. Like how they recorded it, it wasn't. It just sounded like over the phone. So I'm not sure when he recorded this specific song if he was actually locked up at that time. But I know in the video, I don't know if he was locked up because they had snippets of him in the video, but I don't. So that's why I kind of made it like super authentic. Like, damn, you making a song of that concept, but nigga really living it. He really locked up. But I don't know if he was locked up during the video, but he definitely was locked up at some point in time when this album released. But definitely, like I said, another great record off of the reunion album. One of the few
we're not playing track. We're not playing snippets.
I mean, it's up to you because as far as the clipping shit,
I like to hit it.
Yeah. So anyway,
I mean that one we already did.
Yeah. So but no, in fact, so that was Phone Time. You feel me? Definitely check out the videos. A dope video. Very 2000s. You feel me? But another notable record is Bang Bang, man. If you know what Bang Bang represented, if you don't, we about to featuring Foxy, man. Foxy went off on this, but we gonna play a little snippet of this shit, man. Classic. This is Bang Bang featuring Foxy Brown, certified street record, definitely. So, man, when you heard Bang Bang,
summertime anthem, man, that shit was a summertime anthem for years. I feel like that shit. I don't know, it got a special feel to it.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean? Like all the other albums that we previewed, I grew up to this type of music, you know what I'm saying? Riding around doing shit I wasn't supposed to be doing, listening to this. So yeah, this one of those ones.
Showing a way, bro.
This joint definitely hard. Foxy killed this. Foxy killed this. Probably the first, without me even knowing, probably the first time I heard Alchemist on the track. Y'all know that.
So yeah, you know that.
Yeah, it is Alchemist. So there's 3 songs over here. That's
it's Alchemist.
Word.
That I'm pretty. You got to get into Foxy.
Yo, man.
Aggressive.
Nah, what?
That's a dope story. Not a dope story, but her story is something to be talked about.
Yo, Bang Bang. Like my not say critiques about. Did y'all like feel like Nordy was kind of either was purposely offbeat or he kind of was that was what he wanted to how he wanted to deliver the record. So he kind of was.
Let me get right. I don't know nobody think that I dislike Nori. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it works. He like he's the record, right? Sometimes the joint work. Like him for you being like maybe a little bit off beat, whatever the case may be. I feel like that works for this track.
No, I think it's
it fit this track and definitely fit this track.
It was kind of like that in your face pause type energy that he gave off.
Yeah, and I liked it on this jump.
Okay.
I can't give you a flaw on Nori about on this track. But that's called Sparksy. Yeah, she killed this joint.
Capone did a good job, so I ain't gonna hold you. One of Capone's verses,
this was on the Capone flow.
Like, all right.
I could give him his credit for this.
What you was about to say about Fox?
The backstory on this joint.
Yeah,
she's dissing.
Yeah, so that was one of my things, man. She was shooting at Kim, the whole Junior Mafia and all that, and I respect that she was direct with the shit. Like, think about it, a lot of niggas be subliminally talking they shit, but niggas said her name, said Puff name, popping her shit. The way even how she started the verse was from Quiet Storm. Ken verse, I'm like, that shit good.
Yeah, Foxy always hit hard.
Fox was hard.
She always was in your face with it.
Yeah, so I'm like, I think Fox might be in my top 15. My nigga, like,
for us rappers, period, or
period, bro. Like, I never heard a whack verse. I mean, it might be some out there, but I never heard a whack verse from Fox. Fox be like this type of energy. She be on that. Like, a lot of they saying, I know females that's harder than a lot of you niggas. I feel like Foxy on some real Brooklyn shit. Like, she really be like the debate of Lil Kim and Foxy. Like, granted, growing up, for me, it was like, yo, you seen the bad boy vibe of Lil Kim and Big, whatever. I kind of didn't really, I liked Fox, but it was kind of like that overshadowing presence for me. But as I got older and really listened to Kim and then listen to Fox, I'm like, yeah, like she was saying, man, talk about that sucking the dick shit. Cool, but this other shit over here, that tough shit, let me do that. That's a BK, you know what I'm saying? Gun gangster shit. Like she said, you over there doing either suck it. I'm over here in the passenger seat getting to it, moving around. Then like how you was saying the backstory behind this shit. This how Capone and Norega and got banned from Hot 97. This how Lil Kim and fucking C Gutter caught them cases. This how Grand call it what you want. What's his name? Lil C's said what he said, and why Lil Kim don't fuck with him. So off of this one record caused tension
Yeah, sure, like,
to the point that niggas got banned. Like,
but I felt like again, like Foxy don't got enough music. She don't got a big body of work for you to be like, she's one of them ones. Like,
That's why I questioned the fit scene. Like, my question was, do y'all feel like Foxy is the best MC rapping? And if it ain't her, then who is?
I just feel like, yo,
I don't feel like she the best. Maybe I have to sit back and really do some.
I was listening to a couple
She
records.
could be one of the toughest female artists out there, but
Like even
I
the
just
record
feel
with
like
Jay.
all around rapper.
Yo,
She don't got enough music.
I just feel like
You know what I mean? Like I need to see people with creativity. I need to see how diverse you are with music. Like your art has to shine in different areas. Like I just don't feel like she made it to that level of
no, she definitely did.
creativity where you
I
can
think,
be like, yeah, she.
I think
you know
she
what I mean?
did though. I think she
She
did. Granted,
dope.
it's probably
She dope.
Yeah, it's probably
She
with
is
label
dope.
issues and probably
They're
personal
artists.
issues and shit. But I just listen.
I feel like she just never made it over that plateau.
Yeah, she probably never did.
You know what I'm
There
saying?
probably was honestly the situation with the shootout shit, and probably and losing it, but hearing it, whatever, and miscellaneous other things that we probably never know about. But like, I listened
She's
to
a super dope artist.
variety of her records. Like I listened to the one she got with Jay. Was it I'll Be Good? Like that's a different vibe compared to Bang Bang, but she's still talking that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I never heard a Fox record. Like, even the other joint with homeboy from Shouters. What's her name? The Jamaican homie. The song. Like, no, she's popping her shit. Yeah, like Fox to me.
I'm not saying she don't
yeah.
she don't be like I said, she a dope artist. But creativity wise and like how diverse you get with music.
No, I'm getting no diverse.
I feel like Eve, if we don't compare artists, Eve done had, you know what I mean? She done, you know what I'm saying? Like she could be that gritty gangster shit, and she could snap and be that
section.
You know what I mean?
It was a good pick. I'm drawing blanks.
That's a good one, right? Like Eve was.
Street rap about E too much. Street rap is king to me. So when I'm listening to his Bang Bang, I'm listening to Fox. I'm like, yo, I don't know if there's any female that spit harder than her. You just say Eve.
Yeah, Eve.
Yeah, you have some joints.
What I mean, creativity, like, you know what I mean? Diverse. Even when the girl was getting beat. Like, just the diverse, like she went from gritty to R&B to, you know what I mean? That's what I like to see. That's what determines artistry. Like
nobody talks about E.
Love is Blind. No, that was
Love is Blind. That's what I'm talking about. Like the diverseness. Like she could go from here to there. She could go for that Foxy lane. Yeah, but she could also turn that shit the fuck off and go and do a emotional, conscious type rap.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what this determines an artist to me.
When I was listening to this track and I'm thinking about Foxy and I'm formulating that question and I'm thinking about how people so quick they crown Nicki. Mm-hmm. I personally was never a fan of Nicki's music.
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
I've never really listened to Nicki like that.
And you just say he was like, yeah, you kind of. I was probably like Foxy when he used to set my whole joint. Like, damn,
I forgot. I mean,
about that.
Because those the artists that we kind of just they kind of. You know what I mean? Yeah, out. They fall underneath the radar, and then before you know, it's all these new artists.
He had a show, all that. He got enough motion to get her own show. What's it called? Right? Yeah, so you have her own show.
She married to a billionaire. But we can't forget the quality.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the female rappers, man. That respectfully stand up with the men, and like I said, they MCs, they rappers, and they know gender roles, but definitely I know obviously it's a different bracket to all that, but Foxy definitely did a thing. You know, this is definitely one of the great records off of Seeing This, Capone and Noriega's album, The Reunion. One of the last notable records off the album for me and just in general, what's online and all that is All We Got Is Us. So we're gonna play a little bit of that and then we're gonna get back to it.
LP. Yeah, this one.
That'll be like that. That'll be on there.
So these niggas how I'm like. So these niggas what I'm like. So these niggas how I'm like. So these niggas what I like. So these niggas how I like. 30 what I like. 30 niggas how I like. These niggas what I like. So niggas how I like. Yeah. I'm like Rich Porter, yeah, better be an album. Easy and Nicky Balls, I'm like City John. I chopped it and I put it in my head, kind of. Shotguns, all looking what? Even pay homage, boy, pray be fat cat. Someone like Castro, cash flow. Me and Paul are the best in the business. Niggas turtle up, whole show interest, my gun game. Got my pops to blame.
Reach the op or physics, hit 'em up in the rain. Then up that nigga that'll fuck your day.
The truth in my niggas. How about the call? Handle.
Gia, so we back, you know what I'm saying? That was all we got is us. So Ant, you was rapping to it when I was playing. What's one of the what does that song mean?
I can't say it mean much to me. It's not one of my favorite songs. But I respect the flow. I like Lori flow on that track. I feel like it wasn't one of the ones that I really, you know what I mean? It just flew with the album. So I let the album rock and I let this rock too. But it wasn't really one of my favorite tracks on the album.
Sean, another skip.
I felt that.
It was even Nori. The beat. I mean, but then again,
Yeah.
Roy Vite chose the beat. That's a problem. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Some of his album that I thought the beats was
Yeah.
weak. To be honest with you, I'm looking at the list. I'm gonna take. Why is Invincible not up there? I know we gonna get into it.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it.
I'm
We're
like,
gonna get into it.
Yeah, it was a couple tracks that missed that list, but I'm like, I don't know if
nah. This is, whatever they far as probably notable records and shit that'd be out there. But like I said, this is Corby going top into all that. But anyway, yeah, this record was album filler. You know what I'm saying? A nice album, a decent album filler, whatever. It didn't stand out too much, but since we speaking about Invincible, you know what I'm saying? A Primo track. What you feel about Invincible?
Man, that's one of my favorite Primo beats.
You want to play a hot second of it? Yeah, let's go. Bah. Because I thought the opposite.
Hey, please ain't something you don't play as well.
This will make you go back on the day when you bought albums. Yeah, you didn't know what was on the album. Yeah, that's what I mean. You bought the album.
Oh, this song?
But that's the part that kind of threw for like, come on, dog. Goes to your point. This is.
I can't believe I fucked up and made a
high-five album. My excuse is my pop just died, and I ain't want to make it. My pop just died.
My fans stuck with me. I sit still ain't gold. I got the habit just to try. Get ahead and I roll. Seeing it, we like the Grand Royal. I write rhymes with the Coke oil. Yo, follow me.
Yeah. So we were just listening to Invincible on the album. Once again, this is Capone Noriega, CNN, The Reunion. You feel me? So this record was Invincible, featuring, produced by, beat selection by Primo, DJ Commid, Gangstar. So you said this is one of your favorite records on the album. You love the beat or you like the beat. What about the beat that you like? What's like you said if you would have heard this record far as it put out before the album dropped, you would have definitely went to copy it.
It could have been that. Yeah, I can't even tell you this.
Good.
I used to think, it's a good thing. I'm a fan of DJ Premier.
Yeah,
this is one of them joints for me. If that's part of the DJ Premier beats is this, and I want to say recognize the locks off of Real the Streets. I love like one or two joints. As far as Premier, there's mad Premier beats I love. Two joints. Stop favorite Premier beats.
What you got for this record? What you feel?
It's a dope record.
Oh, record.
You know what I'm saying? Like, again, one of those records that wasn't my favorite on the album. But this one of them ones. It was a dope record. And then again, it's a Primo beat.
Yeah. For me, I was like, it's a real mid Primo beat. Like, it's mid to me. Like, it didn't stand out. Like, I feel like Primo could have gave him something hotter, maybe. because it was the time frame of 2000. Like, you gotta remember them 2000 records. Like, a lot of the albums and songs from the year 2000, late 1990s, 2001 was kind of in the same vein of this. But it's like, I feel like with Nori starting off the album or the song, like, yo, we finally, niggas asked us why we never get a Primo record.
Nigga,
we got
it ain't
one.
broke, don't fix
But
it.
it's like, this shit just didn't.
That was that era.
But I do agree, kind of like, if it was more of this on the album, I could probably get with it. But this song compared to the rest of the album just don't make no sense to me. Like, it don't, it's like a sore thumb. Like, compared to the rest of the production in the album, which
I see where he coming from.
It don't
I
make
can see
sense.
how it don't really vibe.
Like, I probably would have liked
it
it.
with the entirety.
Yeah,
of
I probably would have liked the song if it didn't go, if I'm not going through the track list. You know what I'm saying? If it's a regular song, I'd probably, all right, cool. But this shit just don't make sense to me. But like how you was saying, so I'm gonna ask Ant, because you said Recognize from The Locks is another Primo beat you like. Do you have another beat that another Primo beat that you love or you fuck with, or one of your favorite Primo beats, DJ Premier beats?
There's a lot of Primo beats out there that I love and fuck with, but I would have to sit down and actually think about it. I can't think about it off the top of my head right now. But yeah, hell yeah. There's a few tracks out there.
I think for me, probably be, Mass Appeal. That shit, yeah, Mass Appeal. Every time I watch that video, listen to that song periodically. So just that vibe of the beat, the video, just real early 90s vibe, grimy shit. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Guru. You know what I'm saying? Guru was one of them, one of them artists that he don't even get spoken about enough neither. You feel me? Like, he wasn't the best, but Guru kind of always had that one of them records that'll come out that'll make you be like, you know what I'm saying, keep the Gangstar energy alive, feel me?
Yeah, but listen on. I don't know if it was the last Gangstar album, but Gangstar album.
Yeah.
I remember the album where Ghostface joined Run.
Yeah.
Run. No, that was Ghostface album. I'm tripping.
Okay, that was
So,
pretty tuned.
the song I'm thinking of, damn, that was around the same time, but Lee Right Where You Standing. You know what said that
Fire.
I think
Fire.
Yeah.
Now that you said that, fire.
What? I used to love that record.
I leave you right where you
Yeah,
stand.
fire.
Kiss was on the heater.
Fire.
That was around Right Where You Stand on Run.
That's crazy you said that. See, we could get deep into that musically feel.
And it was another drum guy. Damn. Was it a remix?
Yeah, it's still Primo.
A Luda joint. This all came around the same time.
Okay.
Matter of fact, yeah, Kiss was on a remix of Luda's I'm Bugging. It was non-strike. Kiss and Luda was on a remix.
I made you look, right? No, that was something different.
Shooting.
Made you look. That was not shit.
Yeah, so Kiss was on a super heat at that time.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, I'm getting off sidetracked. It was the album Gangstar. You listen to that joint?
It's been a minute, but I gotta re-listen to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Check, hit the comment section, feel me? Like, let us know what y'all favorite Primo record is, Gangstar record, you know what I'm saying? Jade, anything. Let us know, you feel me? Like, any...
Depending on the audience, they might not even know.
And if you don't know about Primo, man, like, go back, man. Like,
I'm keeping it bang. That's my uncle that put me on the Gangstar. I didn't know Gangstar. I mean, I just knew DJ Premier beats, and had Kiss not made that record on, like what you saying, or was it on that record?
Yeah.
Probably still wouldn't know who Gangstar was.
So as far as in the rest of the album, what's another couple notable records that y'all feel like stood out or didn't stand out? What's something that you like, man, this shit wasn't it? Like, for me, like, it was honestly, respectfully, a lot of album fillers on here. So I kind of feel like I said, this album was caught up in the 2000 sonic vibe. I feel like a lot of the records on the album, like, lyrically, as far as the content of what they was saying, didn't match the beats.
So y'all ain't fuck with Y'all Don't Wanna?
No, y'all Don't Wanna was a good one. That was a good one. You could play a little sing. No, that's on some real shit. I forgot. That's
it
the
did
one.
have a lot of filler and it was skitty and shit like that. But
that was what I was supposed to put up there. I booked the wrong. That's what you were saying. I put the wrong joint up there.
Yeah, I was looking at
I was supposed to put Y'all Don't Wanna, but I put the wrong shit. And I'm like, yo, this is it.
I'm like, yo.
That was another anthem. This was an anthem at
I put the
that
wrong shit up there. I didn't put that one.
This was one of them anthems.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, for me it was
This
I Don't Wanna, Bang Bang,
and
Full
phone
Time,
yeah.
Invincible, Sons D's. That was like
Yeah,
easy.
Steezy.
And that wasn't like a heater, but it was like it was a cool joint. And I gotta go
Steezy. I was gonna say that too. Like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
said
not
Capone.
feeling
Yeah.
Steezy.
All right, so
And-
yeah, go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
And the last one for me would be QB Finest. And not because it was super crazy, but it's my band and seeing that.
Yeah. So he was mentioning we got notes, so I wrote down the wrong record as far as a notable record to me in general, what was put online, but definitely y'all don't wanna, you know what I'm saying?
That was another end.
Another anthem. So would y'all consider, so I ain't gonna say y'all, but in general, do you feel like that was just a good street record, or was that a classic? Like, was it a hit? Not even a classic, was it a hit at the time, or was it just a street record?
I think it was a hit.
I still want to hear to this day.
Yeah, facts. Because you could play that right now. And anybody in our age bracket, or anybody that was in the loop of back then, they know what's going on.
Yeah, I still want to hear
Play
this.
this record.
Yeah, so
Shit gonna get the love it deserves.
yeah, so definitely, man, players fuck up, but I put the room, as far as the notable songs, that was y'all don't wanna was what I was supposed to write, man. But either way, like I said, y'all check out the album, man. Let us know what y'all feel. You feel me? Like, once again, we here for the reunion by Capone Norega, aka CNN. One of the songs that made me think of a question was the track called Brothers, featuring Goldfingers and Tory Outlaw. I was just basically saying the song had basically, 2000 energy, but a question that came to mind when I was listening to it was, have you ever been in a situation, I'm not even gonna say a situation, like what situation you've been in with like a male cousin, just say a male cousin, or a school friend or somebody from the neighborhood that you was cool with, but y'all got into a situation that y'all feel like y'all locked in, like that's my bro. Like you ain't cousin no more. You bro. Or you ain't my bro, my boy no more, nigga, you bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It came from this regular, that's my homie, to that's my bro. We locked in. Like, what situation you been that y'all can speak of, you know what I'm saying, that you was in that, nah, this ain't my cousin, my male cousin, or whatever, or that's my mans from school, or mans from down the way. We been through X, Y, and Z that certified that now we locked in. That's my bro, nigga.
You've been in a situation that I locked in with. Probably.
I don't know if it's a specific situation. I just feel like those type of relationships happen over time.
Organic is
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's organic. You know what I mean? Like school, neighborhood, proximity, shit like that.
Yeah, I can't think of
like a nigga ain't never give you no bread without you. Not say, no, granted, you might have been hungry one day and you're like, damn, I ain't got a nigga. Like, nah, bro, I got you. Like, damn, bro, you ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that might have,
man, I'm straight, bro.
That might have been like the reasoning for us even having a situation, any type of relationship, a friendship or something. But as far as it being like a brother, that should take time.
Yeah.
That take experience.
True.
And you know what I mean? Y'all gotta go through some shit. Like,
Hey, might be some nigga, you know what I mean? He held it down for you, niggas trying to run up on you. You know what I mean? He stood up with you. That might be like, nigga, nah, we locked. Damn, nigga, like, fuck that other shit, nigga. We here.
that
I
type
got
of
a
shit.
simple situation. Like my man's when we was kids, he like, yo, Sean, let's go to the movies. I'm like, I got no paper to go to the movies. I'm like,
I
got you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stuff like, oh, being 14, I don't know if I even should be saying because of 14.
Yo.
But being 14 years old and getting a little job it's the same dude, but getting a little job interview and I'll be like, I'm informed and saying, all right, I'm about to come pick you up. She be come out hitting here.
Nah, that's my bro.
That's my brother right there. You know what I mean?
That's what, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like situations like that, like granted, you knew him for a while. Like what Ian was saying, it's not a nigga that you probably met today. Like that we bros locked in, but it might have been a defining situation. I was like, nah, bro. Like for me, man, I'll say no man's right here, man. South End Sean, man. Like you said, it took time. It wasn't like nigga, yo, it's my bro, we cool. It just I met this nigga when I was like, what, 17? Didn't see the nigga until I was probably like, again, until I was like maybe 19, 20. But over the years, you feel me, we in our mid to late 30s now, you feel me? Like, I'll probably say 2000, what? Fucking 13, 14, I was working on an album and shit, and I'm trying to put shit together, my man. You know what I mean? He just, with Kareem, yo, I got a photographer, don't worry about it. Like, nah, what you need? Like, nah, I'm doing this shit for free. I just want you to win. Like, But even then, I was like, all right, what you like? You said, what you mean for free, nigga?
Right.
Fuck you, mean nah, nigga. Like, nah, bro, I got come to the spot. I'm gonna be on the block catching sales and shit. Excited, like, damn, I'm about to do this, go to get a little photo shoot done. Came back like, yo, I'm lit. You feel me? Photos came out right, but still, it took more years to. Now that's my bro, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We probably wasn't bros then. It was just that I'll fuck with you, but just conversations. You know what I'm saying? Seeing my mans, you know what I'm saying? Pour into me respectfully, you know what I'm saying, with energy and motivation, then vice versa, you feel me? That shit, yeah, this little things like that. So definitely was a question that came to mind. And like how you was saying about
baby.
King God,
Yeah,
yeah,
you said all that with God. Come on,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Guess I gotta start asking Sean, South and Sean for some favors now. See how good of a friend
you
he
ain't even
is.
gotta do it.
Get me locked in.
You ain't gotta do it.
Roby said, he said we in our late 30s. Like I said, I was like early 20s.
Yeah.
I'm tapped out, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Decade late, man.
Pac was in there like, yo, what the fuck going on? Nigga shot the Pac, man. But like you were saying, for Steezy, like to me, we'll go back to your point about Capone being on this shit lyrically. Like this is, I think, the only record on the album that Capone had by himself. Capone went off. I think it was a record that was probably mainly for the females in the
needed
room,
that,
but
bro.
he
That's
was
what he
he
needed.
was sharp on this
I'm
shit.
trying to tell you, sonically, he just sounds better than Nori.
I can't agree with you.
I think is it because Nori got an unorthodox sound, like delivery? Because you said obviously on the Bang Bang it made sense and it worked on that record, but even when go back to the Invisible song, like to me, it's lazy to say the same word unless it makes sense to you saying. I think Nori on that record was saying his last whatever album at the time didn't do basically hit platinum because his father passed respectively. But he said the same bar twice in the same exact way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
I'm over here trying to make comparison. Who can I compare Nori to?
Yeah, but when I'm listening to Capone and Norega, I'm not looking
for the energy.
I'm not looking for the lyrical punchlines and the similes and all that shit. I'm just looking for the bang bangs. I'm looking for the, you know what I mean? The gangster shit. Like when I'm riding around, I want to hear that energy, like that vibe. I want to feel it. Like, you know what I mean? Pause. I'm not trying to listen to. That's when I start listening to the Jay-Z's and you know what I mean, the Nas, and when you start trying to nitpick and get into the bars and get lyrical with it, that's not who I'm seeing that is.
I see that 100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like even with like the Locks and shit like that, you got two lyrical geniuses on that. You got Styles P and Jadakiss.
Oh, so he hating on shit.
I'm not hating on shit, but I feel like as far as top tier lyrical rappers and never fails, I feel like Jadakiss and Styles P is that. I mean, I feel like it go Jada, Styles, Sheik. I could be wrong. I mean, that's my opinion.
You said lyrical genius. I don't even consider Styles a lyrical.
You said that's some.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I feel like Styles is one of them.
No, I think.
So if you go back to all them Mario days and all them Ghost projects, I feel like it.
Only reason why I said
He like deep into it.
I think Styles has a good balance of, which I love. When he said the hardest MC out, he is that.
I think he acknowledged that.
He's
the best.
It's like a good combination of bars, but being the hardest. Like for me, like Siegel is one of the hardest. It's Styles and Siegel. I mean, Kiss and Siegel is like they neck and neck for me. But
I'm not talking. Oh yeah, I can see that for sure. But I'm talking about them in a group. I'm not saying all around rappers. I'm just talking about the three in a group. Jadakiss, Styles, Sheik. Now all the other rappers is, you know what I mean? Like, huh?
No, so that's definitely the order.
Yeah. So everything else, as far as lyrically, when it comes to Beans and all them other rappers, Nas and shit, that's a whole different comparison.
I think that's a problem. I mean, that's probably my beef for Nori because I was listening to it at the time. Listening to a Sig,
That could
Styles,
be it. Yeah,
Kiss, Jay, Nas.
That could be it.
Think about it.
Cam.
Yeah, to think about
Get
it.
in his Nori.
But Cam was lyrical?
Cam
was
had
harder
pockets. He was
I
harder
believe he
than
was lyrical.
Nah, he
Cam
did have pockets. Don't
he
get
was
me
harder
wrong.
than Nori.
But was he lyrical? Like,
yeah, pockets.
He probably out of the
and if you
bunch of-
ask anybody in this generation now about Cam, Killer Cam, they're gonna tell you he had that hippity hoppity bibbity bobbity ass rap. That's just what they say about Cam. You see the memes, you see all of the little
But that's a lot of them niggas just not like you saying not being
what
exposed
I'm
to
saying.
what's
So if you take
what's
it-
encourages
but-
days the you know
but
what I
that's
mean? Like,
that goes to show you the quality of music you put out and how it stands the test of time.
niggas down here
Because now if you
niggas
ask
in
a rapper about
Ohio and
Jadakiss,
shit,
there's
man.
always gonna be top tier or top notch from quality music. If you say, yo, you ask a little 25-year-old nigga, yo, how you feel about Cam? Cam? The podcast Cam? Man, he used to be Looney Tooney, Cooney Cooney. Yeah, that's what they say. It's memes like that. It's awesome.
Yellow diamonds in my ears, corn lemon
Yeah,
head.
exactly. So it's like,
Yeah, let's go, killer.
so was he lyrical? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't care. That's my dog, man.
I fuck with
That's how I
Cam.
feel
I just
about
feel like
Nori.
Cam had pockets.
see how you say that? Like, that's how I feel
I
about
think that's a
Nori.
good comparison, though. I think that really is
Yeah,
a good
then
comparison.
That's how I feel
because
about
Cam,
Nori.
I think
Because
Cam,
Nori's not the most lyrical nigga.
I
but
think
I
it
like
went-
his swag.
I think in with separate ways. I think Cam started off super in his lyrical bag. I don't think it did. I think they both went the same way. I think they both started off in their lyrical shit, trying to prove that, and then they got into the loonies and boonies and goonies and voonies, and fucking Nori started doing the. Yeah, you gotta what? Like you ain't gotta be lyrical. Like in
when Nori Loves Me, when he took it to the reggaeton, that was it.
See, I think that
was over with.
I don't want to. I got too much respect for Cam to compare him to some Nori, but
I'm talking about that's how I feel about Nori.
I
The way you feel about Cam is the way I feel
Well,
about
I
Nori
can't
as far
say-
as like lyrical.
I think what I'm trying to get at is Kim could get into a pocket where he is.
of course he could, yeah.
yeah,
and-
hell yeah.
Nori
He
can't
said
do
we
that.
already can't do that at all.
We feel
I have not heard Nori do that.
That's it.
He might have some
I'm gonna have to go
versatility
look
big, but
yeah.
I don't think he has ability to do that.
I might have to go check Nori on the history.
So
and
with
see
this
if he's
album,
lyrical.
for me, I think the best way to like summarize the sound of this album was y'all probably don't, but y'all remember the sonic sound of Guns in the Egg on this album?
Y'all know.
I'm gonna just play
Play
it.
it.
Oh, that was off the album.
Yeah, Guns in the Egg, and this is rock.
This was I hate
Cut
it.
it.
But no, I want y'all to hear
Nah,
it. We can cut this out, but I just want you to if I can say my point.
I know what you're getting at, but I'm saying.
Basura.
So like, this is what I think when I think about this album. I'm gonna give you my rating on this. Yeah.
Yeah, so we laughing respectfully at Guns in the Air. And my point that I was saying earlier, like this is another example of the lyrics don't match the production. And I think it was probably like, yo, it's 2000 energy. Niggas is probably in the studio like, we gotta get these songs,
That's what I
these
was
beats
saying.
that sound like what niggas are
Sometimes I
listening
like that though. Sometimes I like that
Yeah,
about
but this
the
was-
album.
yeah.
That gritty, throw some shit
to.
together.
No, that's cool. But this
I mean,
bring it's like some Mario shit, like Mario, but the Mario the video game beat, and then niggas talking about guns in there, like it sound like some MOP shit from '92, but on the wacky D beat. Like,
MOP, you bringing up a lot of classics.
Don't disrespect.
no, I'm
Yeah,
saying, no, I'm saying, I'm talking about the type of like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lyrics of like the guns in the egg. Yeah, that's some MOP shit. It was a rugged gutter '90s shit, but on this beat. Like who niggas? Come on now. So I think that the whole album for me overall, is Guns in the Air. Like it's a couple joints that definitely stand out, like a Phone Time, Bang Bang, and you want to whatever. But this shit, come on now.
Listen. So I want to say, I didn't listen to this album in 2000, but had I listened to this album in 2000, I'll probably be campaigning crazy for this album. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it is. I'm hearing it in 2000.
No, of course. Yeah.
I mean, apart from the joints that I already know,
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You ain't listened to this album back in the day?
no. But apart from the joints that I'm already know, I didn't listen to them back in the days. I could literally tell you every CNN songs I know. Tony. Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
What's the other joint? All from the first joint.
Blood money. Blood. Yeah.
A lot of them joints.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Phone Time, Bang Bang.
Yeah.
Invincible. Like I know them joints.
Yeah.
So
What?
you ain't listen to that.
No, I mean,
That's what I'm saying. I think CNN they was respected, but they didn't like that. They ain't put out enough good quality music. It's a couple records like we saying, you know, on this album. Like it's the couple joints that was probably
Crazy, 'cause
overshadowed.
My circle, we was
Holy
bro.
heavy.
Yo, we was on the CNN heavy, bro.
But who put you on the CNN?
I can't really remember. I had a handful of dudes that I chill with in middle school at that time. I think we used to, you know, do the music thing, and this was one of them albums that popped up. I mean, CNN was one of them, right? You know, them artists that popped up.
Fact. So I think, cause you like my brother big on CNN.
I don't think I ain't had no big brother, nothing like that. I don't know if anybody influenced me to listen to it.
But that's why I asked you who put you on, because a lot of my music I listened to was through the mom. My uncle, big brother, you know what I'm saying? Like
my uncle, yeah, I did have an uncle. He was like, onto a lot of,
you know what I mean? Like me talk about the gang stars, uncle was like,
Yeah.
here, hold that.
Yeah.
Had it been for him, I wouldn't have been able to tell you about no gang star.
Yeah.
But you know, Nori them was signed to Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, them records, I don't know nobody on Tommy Boy other than Nori.
Yeah.
So I kind of like, as a kid, I'm like, oh, you on Tommy Boy? I ain't listen to your joint. You know what I mean?
You automatically just shunned it off because of Tommy Boy.
For sure, like, but they don't. I'm saying they still had joints that cut through.
Yeah, not yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I love what I love, but I'm just gonna check for no Nori, like, cause especially at that time, loving lyrics. All I think I can remember was what, or what, grind. I don't know what he said apart from them guns.
He said, "Grunt."
You know what I mean? What was Nori doing other than that? So
Yo. Yeah,
No, I can see that. I could definitely see that. I think it was just a circle of dudes that I hung with at that time.
Like I said, for me,
He
I
just
fuck
kinda
with
was
Nori
in that
because
era.
I mean Nori was just different. I fuck with Nori. I really never really cared for Capone, but like growing up, I got my shout out to my cousin No, aka Nori. Like we call him Nori, nigga, kind of favorite Nori, whatever. Wild ass, same kind of energy Nori be on back then and now. That's my cousin. Shout out to No. You feel me? You already know what it is. So I already was fucking with Nori just off of the strength of that. But
That was another thing, like how grimy Nori was.
Yeah,
Shooting that Prodigy, just to beat back and forth with them. Nori was like the top tier, ultimate.
I think
shit target.
But you think is that compensating, granted, for niggas that come from that lifestyle to like, yo, since we quote unquote knew that. No, I'm saying, but does that mean that he's a good, as you saying, as he a good artist as far as lyrical, and you saying you don't care, you're not looking at Nori like that, right. But still, is he making a good record though? At the end of the day, you want to make a good record, whether you trying to be lyrical or not. Does Nori or CNN in general have full body? Because we talking about albums, you not just talking about singles and records that stood out, cool, but we here for albums in the sense. So do they have full body albums that at least 80 to 90% of the album is digestible that you like, cool? So basically you saying no. So with this album, since you picked it, the reunion, when you re-listen to it as a man in your mid to late 30s, cool, did you like it don't hit the same like it once did?
I don't think no album really hit the same from when I used to listen to it growing up. But it still got I think it's personal for me. Mm-hmm. It may not be as personal for everybody else, but it's more personal for me because like I said, I grew up, you know what I'm saying? Specifically listening to this shit.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying.
And checking for Nori specific.
Right. But like I said, if I bought this album in 2000, I'd probably be having a different conversation right now. Because I could come in and say, yo, I probably could recommend Brand Man, Method Man's The Black Hour.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
If y'all ain't hear it, you probably be like, I haven't heard it since I was 11, 12 years old. I'll probably be like, yo, this joint sound crazy. Yeah. But I'm also going to think back some time, bro. I think you did love that album.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
I can see, even with songs you just played on Guns in the Air, but I can see me loving that song. I was 12 years old, 13, 14 years old. Now I'm like,
that shit,
sonically shit.
So you think, like, granted, when a person's creating an album, do you think they should have that in mind? Granted, you might not know what the next 10, 15 years as far as music should sound like, right? But do you feel like you should make music? My question is, I guess, should you make music, I guess, for the time or what's hot? Or should you always try to transcend something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. I'm about to be thinking ahead though. It's the new shit that niggas ain't on.
That's hard because
Like this.
that's gonna isolate you into a box.
Yeah.
Because you always gonna be focused on. That's what they say with that. If you always listen to an artist, a successful artist, and they tell you where'd you get that hit, how did that hit come? And they're like, man, that shit was just organic. It wasn't something that I went there and they said every time I go into the studio and try to produce a hit,
No, in fact,
it never works that way. And you don't know what the audience is gonna gravitate towards. Just like the Young Miami shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people thought it was straight garbage from off rip, and then some people was like, man, that shit was a hit. And then now look, it's a hit. So it's like I feel like you can't go into the studio. You gotta do, if you're an artist, you gotta go into that studio and do what you do best. Whether you feel like it's gonna hit the masses or you feel like it's gonna get swept underneath the rug, you gotta put out what you feel is you know what I mean, works for you. Go in there and create magic. Whether this magic is magic to this man or that man, to you thought you was creating magic.
Bro, what was your question again?
So as far as like creating an album or a song in general, like do you think an artist should basically just, I guess, create a song that's sounds similar to what's hot at the moment, or always try to transcend like, yo, I'm gonna create something that people might not be listening to this type of sound now, but hopefully this sound will grow in time. That now, like with this album, you were saying some of these songs, if you heard it when you heard it back in 2000, it might have been, this shit was dope, but we listening to it years later. How do you basically create a song that is everlasting or a classic?
I don't think.
Do you intentionally go in it like, yo, let's like you said a great point. Like I heard that too. And even when I was really in my music bag, yeah, I used to just make music organically. But I did get to a certain point. That's why I had to fall back for a hot second, because it's like I started thinking of like, damn, not to sound like what's hot right now, but I'm trying to create a certain vibe. This for the ladies, this for the streets, this for this, and that shit kind of
You trying to categorize
pigeonholed
that
me
shit?
to a certain bag. So for like my question is once again, do you create for what? Oh, this is like say right now the drill shit. It's dying down, but do you just go be a lyrical rapper and I gotta make drill records? Or do you just keep doing what you're doing and try to transcend in that field?
I think,
Or is it truly just a hard
like,
thing?
you gotta be a art. I think you almost gotta be like a successful artist to answer that question. But I
But
feel like
you are artists, nigga.
I understand that. But I
They make
think
pictures and shit.
No, I
Like
understand.
everything.
But I think you gotta create what's true to yourself, and it's important to do what's within the times. You know what I'm saying? I cut hair. What if I was cutting your hair like somebody was cutting hair back in 1920s? You know what I mean? So you gotta, it's like you gotta, and then somebody like a Jay or Nas that's able to come out 30 years ago and still be relevant to this day, it still gotta adapt to the times. But we still like, yo, where's that Jay, was that Nas that I first fell in love with? So you gotta keep a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I think what I'm trying to say is like you gotta almost be like a cerebral thinker to even create music. Say, so somebody like Norega, I feel like he might be a surface level mind thinker.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas,
but how intricate do you want your music? See, I'm one of them. I don't want my music to be too.
So does this
technical? Like I don't want to be too thought. You know what I mean?
it's gotta be a balance because sometimes I be ignorant. I don't want to think too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to do no thing when I listen to Norega. So it's cool. It's cool because I don't have to do nothing. He's like Waka Flock. Y'all, this whole episode, I think of who does Norega remind me of.
Never listen to Waka Flocka in my life.
So Norega says a lot. He says that his inspirations, lyric or artist wise, was I think he said, what's his name? Damn, what's his name? His name Daddy IU. What's his name?
Daddy
IU and fucking rest in peace, Biz Markie. So does that make sense to why Norega? Because he said he Biz Markie and Daddy IU. That was how he formed what type of music he wanted to create.
It's abysmal.
So it's not. So you know what?
Picking burgers. That's what he said.
Excuse me then, because it's not even his fault. It's my fault. I'm comparing it to the Jays, the Nas, the Kisses, and he, the whole time he's trying to be Biz Markie. This is my fault. My bad, Nori. No disrespect, kid.
Yo, man.
That's the shot, man.
Oh,
Boy,
man.
Man, I'm on no smoke, man. I
man.
let him
So-
know what he is, man.
Do y'all have any other records on the album that y'all want to touch on that y'all feel strongly about?
Nah, man, I think we pretty much summed it.
Yeah, listen. I just want
Fire
to add
song.
I probably should start with that. I was listening to when you said something about should make time when it works for the time and whatever. Made me think of apart from the albums I was listening to for this week.
Yeah.
I was listening to Lorna Hill, Miseducation, Miseducation.
There you go.
And that's timeless. That's like, you know, that was for then. Yeah, and it's for now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you're not talking about gangster rap, though. It's hard to make gangster rap music timeless.
Oh, was Reasonable Doubt not gangster?
It's a different form. I mean, it was like
that not gangster?
But that's timeless to who? The era that we grew up in, or timeless to these YNs, or to the generation that's coming up now?
I don't know. I think
You know what I mean? I feel like it's a lot of music that's timeless to us. Personal. We grew up in that good era. We grew up in a great era of music. It's hard to find that type of music nowadays.
I felt that way about them Life After Death when I heard it and how I felt it last week. Nori Joyce, I can't tell you I felt the same way.
Because you wasn't a fan of Nori, though. So you didn't really give him the proper...
I was more a fan then than I am now.
Nah, so
as far as Capone and Noriega, you know what I'm saying? You mentioned that you feel like Capone was more of the lyrical artist in that group, or an artist in that group that you could listen to more. Have you ever listened to a Capone album, a solo album?
Never. I mean, I want to. Nice. I'm not even saying lyrical, more so sonically something better to me than Nori. What is him being on beat?
Yeah.
Less of a choppy flow, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was...
Yeah, I can see what he mean. More crisp.
No, I get it.
Yeah, he is more crisp.
You know what I mean?
I could get that.
You ever listen to a solo?
Never. Because I wasn't a fan of Capone. I always was a fan of Noriega.
So still keep it in Capone and Noriega. What's one of your favorite regular solo Nori albums that you haven't?
Yeah, N-O-R-E.
Okay.
I never listened to Nori Young. My brother used to love the joint where I think his father was on the back of the crate because I had the on the CD. I never actually listened to the album.
So many back
Yo, home pops had passed and had a picture of his pops on the back of the CD joint. I don't know which one. I never was. But
You welcome.
Man, this is real. My baby girl,
you silly.
Sean, baby girl just woke up, but we here. You know what I'm saying? This is life. Take care of your kids, nigga. Love your kids.
Like your kids. I ain't got no kids.
He ain't got no kids.
I ain't got no kids.
Shout out to my two daughters, man. But nah, we here, man. Shit can't stop, won't stop. You feel me? But you were saying, Sean?
Yeah, but I ain't never listened on Nori album.
Okay.
I never had a need to go listen on Nori album.
All right, so
hey, don't be throwing backhanded. Now I can't predict the Nori album.
No disrespect.
Listen to Nori. So I got 3 questions for y'all, man. I got 3 questions for y'all that's watching. Wherever y'all see this at, like I said, like, fucking post, man. Drop a comment. But my first question is CNN a top 5 New York rap duo?
Yes.
Duo.
In our generation, our generation of rap duo, CNN is a part of our top 5 history. There's The Locks, CNN, Rough Riders.
Now, are you saying group or are you saying duo?
Oh,
I mean, they got 2 main duo, but I mean,
I'm thinking of
still a group. So we
but
say
if you want to
group.
say duo, then I just say hard.
group.
That's hard.
I mean, yeah, fuck it. Let's say is CNN a New York rap group, top 5 New York rap group.
In our generation, yeah, I feel
Are
like.
we including labels?
What you mean label?
Labels,
Like, say for instance, Dipset. It's a group.
Yeah.
It's a group. Label.
That's one.
Rockefeller is group, label.
Nah, I don't want to be
Alright.
labeled. So that's it. Started getting.
Well, Rockefeller gonna be your number one.
No, you know what? I don't wrong with that because that's not the group. Actually, was even from New York. That was Philly.
What's up, little mama?
Yeah, you gonna be some state property, nigga?
What's up?
But I gotta think about. I mean, listen. I want to say
strictly
yeah,
New York
but
group.
well, I'll cut you away.
Go ahead, bro.
What?
What
You saying?
He said yeah. He said
I
yeah.
think give me a list.
Logs,
I got
Dipset, Rough Riders, Logs, Dipset, Rough Riders.
Fucking.
Native
You got a
Group,
lot of
CNN.
enemies. You got fucking MPMD. You got
I
G
know.
Unit. You
That's
got
what I'm saying.
Mad.
R Generate, the Edge Unit.
Mob. You said I'm gonna say.
Mob.
So can we say groups or we say labels?
I
When we
wanna
say
say
groups.
groups.
I'm not saying labels.
I just want
I
labels.
don't know if I'm putting them in there because I'm also
I don't-
back. I'm gonna say Mob Deep, MOP, Locks, Dipset.
You wasn't a Nori fan, so they're not gonna be part of your top anything, nigga. Cause you didn't even listen to none of the records. How the fuck?
Another group from NY. It might be the
Rough Riders.
That's a label.
That's a label though. That's technically a label. They wasn't really.
DMX and them niggas.
Nah, they were just the Rough Riders. Like, that was
Because Locks you said the group. Donkey Mommy.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I say they might be
They might be your fifth. Yeah, they might be in the
I'm MOP not in mine.
MOP.
They hard, yeah, but they're not. I wasn't bumping them growing up.
Yeah.
Say CNN out.
For me, yeah, I don't think CNN. Yeah, I don't think CNN is my top 5, but I can't think of all my 5, but I know they're not in there respectfully. But another question I asked is I ain't even gonna ask it because you already said Nori ain't, and you already said you ain't fucking with Capone. So, and I ain't really rock with Capone, so we already know the answer for that. So anyway, the last question I got is: do you feel like Nori's solo success kind of hurt the group's success as far as moving forward after? Because I think this album came out after Nori's
I think Capone's arrest
Okay.
is what stagnated him from being where he should have been at. Because you can't. Nori continued to elevate.
Mm-hmm.
Look at where he at right now. So it's like you can't. And look where Capone is.
Yeah,
You see Capone. He's nowhere near where Nori at right now. And I think it's just, all the. I just feel like all the stints he had in prison, you know what I mean? All the back and forth legal matters and shit like that just kind of stagnated him.
Mm-hmm. So the same, Sean?
Yeah.
Hey man, we see Sean ain't really rocking with Nori, you know.
And I don't want to say that because I probably said off camera, but I want to be friendly. You know what I mean? That's it.
Hey man, this is
How far we don't
this is
go.
a great conversation. This is a great conversation. We
They might
here.
have to tap in, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I don't.
We here on Stamp, man. This is Stamp, man. And like I said, this is not the show that we just every album that we gonna touch on, we gonna be fans of. Every song on the album we gonna be fans of alike. So this is just our opinion at the end of the day. Don't take it personally. You feel me? And like I said, you feel differently than us. Yeah, I want y'all to hit them comment sections and view y'all opinions. Once again, it's your opinions. They say his opinion is like an asshole. Everybody got them. You feel me? So pause. But anyway, yeah, drop a comment. And this is Capone Noriega's second album. The Reunion came out in 2000 on Tommy Boy Records. You feel me? 19 songs on the album with a few skits and all that. But for me personally, to wrap this album up, man, I don't stamp it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't cohesive enough for me. It's a couple joints on there that I rock with. That Through the Bang Bang and a few others. But overall, there's too many album fillers for me. The features they had was by, they do some around the way, which is cool. They had a few features from Nas. Nas did his thing on record. Mobb Deep did his thing. Havoc. I definitely shout out to Havoc because I think the record they got with Mobb Deep, Havoc did his thing. But other than that, it's a lot of album fillers for me. And to me, most people back then, specifically, you hear a single and it probably make you buy the album. I would have been. Well, I don't know how I would feel back then because Sean said it best. Back then, I probably have been like, yo, this should be the best thing on planet Earth. But now, going back to re-listen to it, this would make me buy the album. Remember, we used to go to the stores and they used to have the motherfucking albums they used to play.
Strawberries.
Just play 1 minute of a record and be like, yo, yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, I ain't doing that now. So it's not stamped for me. But shout out to Noriega and Capone. And For you,
It's a stamp for me, man.
stamped
Stop
it.
playing with me, man. I
He
grew up
kept
to
this,
these niggas.
yeah. So
It's a stamp for me. It's a classic album. That Capone and Norega was a classic group. I grew up to everything about seeing it, and it still give me that same feeling. I mean, it don't hit the same, you know what I mean? Like obviously the bars and the lyrics and everything, as far as the quality of the music, is not how I felt back then because I was young.
yeah.
I could care less about the quality of the music, but it still bring the same feeling that I get when I listen to it now that it brought up back then. You know what I mean? It still put me in the same frame of mind that I was in back then. So yeah, it stand for me.
Yeah. So it's definitely joints on it that it's definitely joints that I stamp. It's definitely joints that I still want to hear to this day. But there's 7 tracks out of 19
records, yeah.
It's 7 tracks out of 19 records that I actually do what actually still listen to this day.
Okay.
5 of them I like. 2 of them like I let it play, but
I like the filler though. I feel like the filler was thought out. Like the filler was, to me, I felt like the filler made sense.
I'm about to say cousin here. You
Bro, coming from these type of cats you listening to, like y'all comparing. Yeah, come on, play that shit again. Nigga. That shit, stop playing. Yo, come on now. I feel like y'all expecting too much from 2 gangsters.
Nah, I like production, man. I think
you're not gonna get a Jay-Z quality
Nah, I don't
album
want
from.
that. I don't want that. I want the production.
Guns in it. A lot of these songs on here sound like.
And back then, you would hear that gun in the air circulating down the avenue, circulating down all the blocks.
I feel like I hear that circulated like Malibu's Most Wanted.
No, hell no. That's because you wasn't then.
That's just it sound like parody music. Like, you know, when they make movies, they make funny gangster rappers.
Yeah,
that's
this sound like parody music.
Yeah, man. Like, so do you stamp this album overall?
Overall, I hate to do it because I do like Nori. I love Nori. I can't stand.
Yeah, so like I said, man, we had just to give an honest opinion on the albums overall. Ant grew up on this album and hits is sentimental to him, but regardless of that, he still feels like it's a great album. You know, for me, I grew up on Nori more than the CNN energy. I listened to some of the CNN records, but never in totality to listen to albums like that. You feel me? But not a stamp for me. Sean said it's not a stamp for him. He likes some of the records on the album, but like I said, once again, y'all drop comments in the comment sections and let us know if you were of age or just grew up on the album too. Let us know. You know what I'm saying? We can go back and forth. Give us your opinion, but as always, this is another great, incredible, you know what I'm saying, show of Stamp. We got the infamous Izzy here, you feel me? Took a nap half of the episode, you feel me? Now she up. She said hi to y'all.
Hi.
Y'all gotta like this. Y'all gotta share this because listen, we don't take no days off. You feel me?
Special guest.
Special guest, man. Y'all didn't even know y'all was gonna get that, but we raw, uncut with it. You feel me? Like live and direct, man. From Stamp. As always, it's another episode of Stamp, man. Capone and Norega, the reunion. If you haven't heard the album, listen to it on your own, man. You might have a difference of opinion, or you might not. Right? We three of the guys here, you feel me? We all had different opinions on different songs. He liked songs I didn't like. He liked songs that I like too, whatever the case may be. But we gonna wrap this up, man. As always, it's a Stamp. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. And at the end of the day, man, no more free energy, man. That's what we going on from now on, man. No more free energy, man. Y'all tap in, man. Gotta pay for the energy, man. Pay for everything that's shaking and moving over here, man. Like, subscribe, share. Peace. It's Stamp.